Hey everybody, how you doing? Thank you for crushing the share, crush the follow. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, group stuff, good deal. Dems hate all of the winning. I ain't no lie about that. That's a fact, y'all. Oh my goodness, I got one for you guys today. A little bit off the beaten path, I guess. Did a diagram, did my little whiteboard.
3 o'clock, big block, 1 hour, commercial free. Every weekday at 3.
Did my own whiteboard. I got my own whiteboard. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, there it is. All right. Yeah, man. Oh my goodness, I was racking my brains all day today. I couldn't stop thinking about this. So John Solomon had a piece in The Hill on Tuesday. Oh my God, I started reading through it. I couldn't get over it. I couldn't stop reading it. I read it twice. Oh my goodness. John Solomon goes through Bruce Orr's notes. Did you guys know that Bruce Orr's notes are out? Did you know Bruce Orr had notes? Does anybody know what's going on? Why do the Democrats hate Donald Trump so much? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. The Senate Democrats right now just blocked the bill that would open the government. So this is the second time the Democrats have blocked a bill that would open the government. Folks, this is real news, not fake news. Democrats blocking another bill that would open the government. They blocked a bill before that would actually open the government, and one that would pay employees that are on the shutdown. I don't know what to say. Cotton and Lee also voted against it. Oh, man. Mike Lee? With the help of Cotton and Lee. Oh, man. Well, somebody was telling me that they thought that Donald Trump was offering way too much at one point in time. It's too much money involved. I don't know. That's somebody's opinion that said that they were watching. Okay. All right. Sam knows what's going on. How you doing, Sam? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, wow. What an incredible news day. Hey, that thing about the Catholic school kids down here in Covington. When I say here in Covington, that's Covington, Kentucky, about 15, 20 minutes away from my house. And both bills failed. Yeah, both bills failed. So at Covington school, Catholic school kids, I'm going to have to switch it up, man. Whew. We got some beautiful weather here in Cincinnati today. We're up 60 degrees, 61. I almost can't even believe it. All right, we got the shades on now. Okay, so we got the fake news channel, the Spectrum News channel, now reporting as I was leaving work that that the first video was mistaken and the boys did not taunt the Indian, who some are saying was in Vietnam, wasn't in Vietnam. He misspoke Vietnam. Marine, maybe not a Marine, veteran, doesn't matter. What he did was taunting the children, and that's pretty egregious. But anyways, well, what a knucklehead. So the news media is still running around with that, saying that I guess there's a full hour video out there, maybe an hour and a half video out there, the whole thing, but I don't need any more evidence. I already know what the real deal is and what the scoop is. Okay, so why do the Democrats hate Donald Trump so much? The Democrats hate Donald Trump so much because Donald Trump, and I know some trolls gonna get triggered, y'all gonna hate this. Donald Trump is nothing like you or any of the politicians that are out there. For all intents and purposes, I'm not this always Trumper. I'm not this always Trump. Trump will do some bad things. Like I think Trump passing on the State of the Union address for next Tuesday. I think him passing on that was wrong. I think he should have done it. It's my opinion. I can't control it. Donald Trump's the chess master. He's playing the game. He's in the game. He sees things I can't see. I can't do anything about it. So Donald Trump passes on the Supreme Court State of the Union address next Tuesday. He passes on that and says that he will wait after Nancy Pelosi says, I urge you not to do it, not to give it. So, I mean, I can't control it. I think he must have something up his sleeve for State of the Union. Very well might be. Very well might be. He may give a rally. He may give a speech to the Senate. He may do something special. Don't count him out. Do not. The moment you Democrats count Donald Trump out, he comes back and he tricks you. The moment we waver and our knees get a little wobbly, Donald Trump comes back with another one. Like, oh man, it got me again. I got trolled. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. Things are moving right along. All right. Remember last week when I said, here, crush the follow, crush the share. Real fast, my name's Brian Smith. First time been on Scope. I'm the co-host of SmythRadio, military veteran talk radio. Now SmythTV.com with my co-host TV.com. Watch it on the website. Anyways, okay, get that out of the way. And the story I was telling you yesterday about, I apologize, I skipped a beat and I forgot. But the woman that was working with my wife's sister that I took out to dinner and I bought 4 bottles of wine and spent over $60 with back in 2005, 2006, and we sat down and broke bread at a fairly expensive restaurant, the 4 of us. We had wine and drinks and fun and celebrating their art thing. And the woman started in on me. She started in on politics. It's 2005, 2006. And she claimed that Hugo Chavez had done more for the Venezuelans than any other president ever. And that he's taken the money back from the capitalists. And he's given it back to the people. My goodness, I wish I could call her today. Man, I wish I could call her today. Anyways, feminists, go figure. Leftists, go figure. What do you expect? Okay, that was from yesterday. All right, today. Last week I was talking about, or earlier this week I was talking about, there's an article about Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham now chairing the Judicial Committee and looking to open up investigations, or open up to looking into what the FBI did or didn't do, or did or didn't do wrong in regards with the Clinton email scandal and the Russia Spygate. And the Democrats laughed at him. They made fun of him. They called him names and told him he was stupid and all kinds of things. I mean, senators saying all kinds of things about, what an idiot. Oh, that's a nothing burger, yesteryear, whatever. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you that the FBI has an open investigation. The FBI currently has an open investigation into James Baker, the senior lawyer and the liaison, the go-between for the DOJ and the FBI. Okay? He was the guy who knew everything, going back and forth, knew everything. He was the guy that actually met with Clinton's lawyer 3 times to get all kinds of garbage to drum up more Russian collusion with the Trump campaign. It was insanity. So insane. And so now we've got the FBI is now scouring through Bruce Orr's notes. Did you guys know Bruce Orr took notes? Yes. Bruce Orr took notes and has since been, I'm not sure if he's still with the FBI, but he has been demoted since all of this, multiple times, multiple demotions. But anyway, I digress. He took multiple notes on his meetings with Fusion GPS, Glenn Simpson, the different sit-downs and the cafe sit-down that he and his wife had with Christopher Steele. I mean, just all these different notes that he had. He took notes on who he briefed and how many people were in the room that he briefed, and the names and the faces, and some of his own personal thoughts. And let me tell you, this piece by John Solomon, I believe it was on Tuesday. I got a hold of it today, and I couldn't stop reading it. It was just unbelievable. All the pieces are coming together. This isn't old news. This is not old news. This is putting the pieces together to complete the entire puzzle. The puzzle has to be completed. It has to come full circle. Okay? It has to come full circle. And yes, John McCain's involved. What? Yes, I told you this before. John McCain was the one who got the Russian PP dossier gate from Christopher Steele and gave it to one of his... John McCain got it from one of his boys who got it from Christopher Steele. And John McCain gave it to James Comey. Yeah, John McCain. John McCain was salty about this whole thing. John McCain was upset about losing to Barack Obama, and he found out why. He quickly found out why. So here's what happened, guys. All the way back, and I was talking about this yesterday, all the way back in the 2007-2008 campaign, Barack Obama, neck deep in with Fusion GPS and spying. Paul Manafort's a bad dude. Paul Manafort has got dirt on him. He's got connections. And yes, Paul Manafort, he's been in international waters, if you will, for 20, 30 plus years. Going all the way back to Reagan. So 30 plus years that Paul Manafort has had international ties, dealings, and whatnot. And when you got big ties, I don't care, Russian, Spain, Ukrainian, English, doesn't matter who your international connections are. They're always big business, and because these countries overseas are not what you would say capitalist type countries, full-blown capitalist countries like China or whatnot. So if you're going to do deals with the big thing in China, technically you're actually doing business with the Chinese government. In a roundabout way, you always have to, especially when you're dealing with people in Russia, and you got the Russian oligarchs or whatever. Yeah, you might be doing business with these corporations out of Russia, but if they're that rich to the tune of billions of dollars, you're shaking hands with the Putin, without a doubt. And after reading this article, I am absolutely convinced. Some people have said that Putin's trying to turn a corner and create a capitalist society. I am convinced that whoever says that is completely 100% wrong. Or even if he's trying to turn the corner and melt capitalism and socialism together, or he's trying to free his people a little bit more. I am 100% completely against that. 100%. I've never bought into that notion. And by the way, just real quick before I forget, on Twitter last night, some big name MAGA people were tweeting out about Venezuela and tweeting out to Trump to stay away from Venezuela. This isn't our dog, and we don't have a dog in the fight. And I'm not here to argue or pick bones with anybody, but I want to let you know my stance, my position. Venezuela is part of the Americas. And the only reason why we have this major problem with communism in the South, and the socialism and the communism, the falling apart of Mexico and the falling apart of Venezuela, the falling apart of Honduras and Panama and all these countries just completely, is because communism got a foothold in Cuba. So don't tell me. We're fighting communism every day. We're fighting the socialistic idea every single day. We got Ocasio-Cortez claiming 90% taxes on people, and that if we don't start fighting global warming, in 10 years we're all going to be underwater. Ocasio, Al Gore said that 10 years ago, and that was a lie then. Come on, man. So we do have a dog in the hunt with this thing in Venezuela. I'm telling you, I promise you, this isn't an open-ended war thing. This isn't a Hillary Clinton going to Libya and overthrowing Muammar Gaddafi. This isn't going into Afghanistan. This isn't going into the Middle East. This is not. Venezuela is not what the Bushes, the Clintons, the Obamas have created yet. They're going to turn Venezuela into that by Trump helping out. Because, like I said yesterday, they want nothing more than to destroy Trump and destroy the greatness that has been. 49 years of the greatest, or the lowest amount of unemployment claims in America. More people employed in America than have ever been employed in America in the history. For 243 years of American history coming up this year, 243 years. So don't tell me when they say that we need to support Maduro in Venezuela, the Democrats, because they need regime change of power. So we do have a dog in the hunt. This is the Americas, and we got to shore it up against communism. Okay, I'm done. That's also why they hate Trump so much. They hate him because he stands for everything that is the opposite of what they want. Everything he wants is the opposite of what they want. Everything that he wants will work in America to get America back on track. Everything, it's already working. And they hate that it's working, and they hate that the people love it. So they hate the success. They hate the winning. They hate all of that. But they especially hate what he's doing to get the winning. Does that make sense? What he's doing, deregulation, they hate that. Lower taxes, they hate that. All this stuff that he's doing, they hate. Erasing Obama's legacy, they certainly hate that. Getting rid of Obamacare, they absolutely hate that. Undoing everything that they have done, they hate that. And now, they hate him even more. And folks, it ain't getting no better. I'm telling you right now, this is a fight for the rest of our lives. Right now, this Clinton, Obama, Democrat cabal, this entire thing, and I'm lumping all of them involved because they're all on the dole. Bernie Sanders, Judicial Watch tweeted out last night, said a friend of Tom Fitton's was on an airline the other day, I guess Tuesday or whatever, and Bernie Sanders was on the same airline, and he was sitting in first class. And when he went back to sit and coach, he cracked a joke and said, "Man, I better go socialist so I can sit in first class too," and everybody started laughing. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, guys. It's all about cracking on these folks. We've got to continue to keep doing this. Okay. John McCain, back during his campaign, had a guy named Davis that ran his campaign. Davis and Manafort LLC were involved with, I call him Deepak Chopra, but it's the Russian oligarch, Deepak, whatever it is, was involved with the Russian oligarch back before McCain had anything to do with all this. McCain was warned by his staff, and staffers even quit. But McCain was warned by his staffers, and McCain was warned by the FBI, and said, "You dude, this guy Davis, this guy McCain, this guy Manafort, they're involved with this Russian oligarch, and it doesn't look good. Not saying there's anything illegal, but it doesn't look good." And Obama, after destroying Hillary Clinton, and Clinton coming up with the birther thing, Obama went full board with Glenn Simpson and Fusion GPS, because Glenn Simpson had written the script, the original script for Russia, and Russian dossier PP Gate. And all the names are the same. Well, except Davis. Davis's name changed, but Manafort's name was the same. The Russian oligarch's name was the same. Everything was identical. And he put the piece in the Washington Compost, I don't know, wherever he published it at. Published that and said, "Look, see, Russian oligarchs are involved in American politics, in Capitol Hill in D.C., trying to intervene and interfere with the elections." This did not bode well for McCain. This looked really bad, and this is another reason. Well, not only the reason why McCain lost, we didn't like him. He was hemorrhaging money. There was huge upheaval in the John McCain campaign. People are speaking out about it now. Staffers quit when they saw that this guy Davis refused to be fired. Then when they were letting Davis go and he wasn't going to run the campaign, they say literally Davis cried a river, physically cried a river to John McCain, begging him to get him back on. So he gets him back on. Davis and Manafort set up a meeting in Davos, which, if Trump goes, media hates him for going. If Trump doesn't go to Davos, the media hates him for not going. It's insanity. So Davis and Manafort set up a meeting with this Russian oligarch in Davos, and ironically, a letter from the Russian oligarch thanking Davis accidentally winds up in John McCain's office, and they see it and heads roll, and there is just complete chaos. John McCain's hemorrhaging money, hemorrhaging funds. He's fallen out of favor with the American people, and John McCain saw the Russian collusion through GPS. He saw it all, folks. He saw it all. He saw it all firsthand, and he saw everything slip away. Folks, John McCain hated Trump to begin with. He didn't like Trump to begin with. Now, because John McCain is a globalist and wanted to work with all the globalists and unite them all together, and a warmonger, and selling arms. I mean, military grade or high rocket launchers and everything, selling them to the enemy overseas. It's like the movie Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. Take Nicolas Cage out and put John McCain in. Lord of War, starring John McCain. I'm not... Dude, don't think I'm joking. I'm not joking. I am dead serious. No pun intended about the dead part. John McCain, whew, what a bad dude. What a bad dude. He got caught up with his own BS. He got caught up in the system that he was a part of. And he went up against Barack Obama, who had Fusion GPS in his pocket. And also the Democrats, who had the media in their pocket. This is part 2. Fusion GPS 2.0. Fusion GPS, the sequel. Donald Trump. So the run-up to Trump, they knew it. McCain is in hell with Ruth Bader. Oh, no. Oh, no. Who said that? Oh, no. Real Rocky. Real Rocky, bad dude. I heard she was still alive, man. I heard Ruthie was still kicking. Don't worry. Say prayers for Ruthie. Come on, man. That was hardcore. Okay, so I don't know where he is. I'm not one to judge. But that's okay, Rocky. You go ahead and judge. Lord of War, starring John McCain. Part 2. Why did... Well, and the other thing, too, why the FBI, I think, warned John McCain and went easy, kind of went light on John McCain in a sense, that they went all in and all out on Trump, is because, one, John McCain's a globalist, and two, the Bushes are in power still. They're still the president. And I just... And maybe even 3, they really didn't think he was going to win. Barack Obama had huge numbers that first round. And so anyways, okay, so with that being said, now we got Barack Obama in power. Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, as she lost. I mean, this is unbelievable. The Russian collusion really begins when Clinton takes power. It's unbelievable. The Uranium One deal. It's just one of many things where the Clintons are cozying up to Russian oligarchs and Russian Putins and all this stuff. And then Obama with the Hillary Clinton with the Russian reset that actually helped her and Russia, not America. And then you got Barack Obama, 2012. Hey, tell Putin, I have more flexibility when I win re-election. Yes, that's where it was all there. So when the run-up for Donald Trump winning the primary, 2016, folks, it was a no-brainer, and an absolute shoo-in for the Democrats. They're like, oh, man, here's what we need to do. All we need to do, Russian collusion. It worked on John McCain. Hell yeah, it's going to work on Trump. Watch, we're going to do this thing. Yep, we're going to Russian collude, and we're going to get it all said and done. All right. Now, I got to wrap this up real quick, but here's the gist of it. All right, here's the gist of it. Hillary Clinton goes Russian collusion. Talks with Fusion GPS. Hires Perkins Coie. Has Sussman go to GPS. Talk with, not only talk with Fusion GPS and Simpson, but also talk with James Baker, the head, the go-between Comey, the DOJ, and the FBI. Fusion GPS does what they have to do. They contact and work with Bruce Orr and give Bruce Orr a memory stick with information. They get with Steele, MI6 FBI guy, who's having lunch with Bruce Orr and his wife Nellie Orr, who's working for Glenn Simpson, the Democrats. DePreska, the Russian oligarch, leaks. They get Steele, former MI6, working with the FBI, and DePreska, the Russian oligarch. They get Steele to do a Hail Mary at the very end and leak the Mother Jones, called the Hail Mary. That's what Glenn Simpson called it, the Hail Mary, to Mother Jones and David Corn. All kinds of dirt that they just drummed up, the muckrake in the waters, and none of it's true, but we're going to sling some mud at Trump, and we're going to go through Mother Jones. Fact is, we don't believe Mother Jones. Come on, man. Here's who Trump was fighting, the deep state. He was fighting Yates and Brennan and Comey. McCabe working with Page. Comey working with Bruce Orr and Baker. Comey working with Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. British Intel and the Five Eyes, which is 5 different countries that all work together. All of these. Bruce Orr's notes. The Hail Mary never heard. It didn't work. Intel officers in the U.S. Are Russian intel officers in the U.S. giving all this dirt to Glenn Simpson, Fusion GPS. U.S. intel experts say that there was a guy inside America doing it, not Moscow. They believe that Russia did all of this. And I'm not saying Russia. I'm saying the Russia and the Democrats did all of this to roil the election, not to spy. It wasn't necessarily to spy on the Democrats or the election. The Democrats and Russians and all working together because the Democrats didn't care. They were going to sell out anyways. They didn't care if Russia had stuff or wanted stuff. They'd give the money away anyways. They didn't care. Besides, they were working with Russians anyways. Glenn Simpson said that he believed that Manafort, Carter Page, and Cohen were the 3 amigos working in bed with Moscow on a back channel, which is the furthest thing from the truth. He referred to them as shark tooth spies. And Glenn Simpson, everybody, listen to me now. They're guilty by association. Guilty by association. BuzzFeed leak, Cohen, Prague, which never happened. I'm just telling you guys, John Solomon and Sarah Carter wrote all about all of this. The unsung hero in this whole cabal. Guys, I'm telling you, Admiral Mike Rogers of the NSA saw that Obama, the administration, and dirty deeds done dirt cheap. People querying, unmasking, spying, wiretapping, goes to the Trump Towers 9 days after Donald Trump wins, and tells Trump in a skiff, a very secluded area, nobody can listen in on what they're doing, secured area. They're spying on you, buddy. Pulls back the curtain, shows Donald Trump what's really going on. And now the hard work begins. The hard work begins. All right, guys, that's about all I got for right now. I got to get going. We knew a lot of this 2 years ago. When is something going to be done about these criminals? Right now, James Baker is currently under FBI investigation, and Lindsey Graham says he's going to open up some stuff. I think Donald Trump is still waiting for the right place at the right time to pull the ace card. I'm holding strong to that belief that the ace card that Donald Trump has is on hold. It's on hold. You got to play that card at the right moment, at the right time. Don't hope so. Pray so, and believe that Donald Trump has seen the whole picture. Donald Trump is not a globalist. He's a nationalist. He loves this country more than he loves any other country. Clinton loves all the other countries because they give her money. Watch for the 200 plus original hard drives destroyed by CrowdStrike. Damn it, I forgot about that too. Absolutely. All the stuff that was broken up and destroyed by CrowdStrike was just out of control, folks. There's so many aspects to this whole story. This is, and you guys might say, Brian, why do you read this stuff? Why do you get into this stuff? Maybe it's my era. I don't know, but it probably is my era. But man, I'll tell you what, I love a good spy movie. Man, I can sit down. I have watched almost every 007 at least 5 or 6 times. I don't like the Roger Moores as much as the rest of them. Where's the Computer of Anthony Weiner? Had all the files on it. It sure did. They still have it. Where is Hillary Clinton's 2 lawyers that sat in with her while she was giving testimony, while her lawyers previously gave testimony and sat in with her while she gave testimony? Totally out of control. Unbelievable. Comey claimed he couldn't get the laptops from her lawyers. It just was too difficult. Yet he raids Cohen's offices. But he gives immunity to the 2 lawyers to strike a deal with the lawyers so that he could get their laptop. Did you see Eye of the Needle? Right. Exactly right, Kat. All right, guys. Stay strong. There's good news going on out there. The Trump train is rolling right along. The economy is humming. Trump is not budging. Folks, he'll lock them all up. Folks, we're looking good. Don't worry about everything. I would love to make a movie. I would love to write a movie about this. I would absolutely love, based on a true story, put it all in events. And I've got outlines, and I've got it's straight to Gitmo. That's the end of my movie. They all wind up in Gitmo. I'm for real. But anyways, I've got the outlines. I got everything set up. It's getting closer. Need more stuff. All right, everybody. Check us out Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Gonna be a great show for Thursday Thoughts. My Donald Trump forever. Whew. I don't know, man. You gotta drain. You gotta pull that plug. Start draining these people. Start putting them in jail. The Clintons, the Obamas, McCain. Wish I'd seen him in jail before he died. Anyways, it's all good. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Freedom Friday. Peace out.